Everyone thinks that teens in our world today use alcohol, tobacco, or drugs to cope with everyday struggles. You may think they do,
but they don't. Welcome to the But They Don't podcast, a podcast for teens by teens. Join us as we cover substance use prevention, mental health, community conversations, and more.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the But They Don't podcast. My name is Audrey, and here today I have Ivy with me. Say hello, Ivy.
Hello.
So in honor of October, we're going to talk about domestic violence awareness, because October is domestic violence awareness. And if this is coming out, wait, is this coming out on Halloween? Happy Halloween. That's all I have to say. So Ivy, do you want to give us the definition of domestic violence awareness? Or not awareness, but domestic violence.
Domestic violence is violent or aggressive behavior within the home, typically involving the violent abuse of a spouse or partner.
It doesn't always have to be with a partner or anything. It can be like in your family, like dads, moms, even siblings, aunts, uncles, anyone. It doesn't have to just be like a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a husband or a wife or whatever. It can be with anyone.
Anybody can be a victim regardless of their age, race, gender, or sexual orientation.
Yeah, so it can occur in any way, really. There's no preventing it or starting it, really. It's just that person and maybe what they've been through in their life, what maybe they are a victim of it and they're putting it onto someone else. But there are 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men have experienced domestic violence. With that is 736 million women, and that's in the world in itself, not just in America. I think it's definitely prominent in America, but it's definitely all over the world. I think we, like, as Americans, we're thinking just here, like, with ourselves, but, like, in other countries, it's a really big problem.
Yeah, and ways you can see if, like, someone's been a victim is look for, like, signs like black eyes or bruises, or even them, like, acting different and acting isolated.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to reach out and help somebody.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing. We get afraid to talk to people about it. Even, like, if we're experiencing it ourselves, which obviously we need to talk to somebody about it, because you can't fix the problem yourself if that person's already inflicting, like, harm on you. And it doesn't have to be just physically. Like, it can be emotionally, too, saying certain things to people or just being aggressive in certain ways. But physically, 1 in 7 women are injured by a partner, and then 1 in 25 men are injured by a partner. And I think that's one thing we don't talk about a lot, that men can also be affected by domestic violence. We think, well, men hurting women or whatever, but I think that it's not just always, like, just girls getting hurt.
It's more prominent, but it's definitely not the only cases.
We see it more in women prominently, but it can also happen with men. And it doesn't have to, you see men hurting women more, but I think it's because we don't talk about how men can get hurt too, and that it's not just women that have to face it, like men have to face it too.
Yeah. If you suspect a victim, don't be afraid to ask out for help, because that can save someone's lives.
Yeah, it can help so many people, because you never know what people are going through. Like, even just people just, like, in your everyday life, you can see people in your everyday life that go through it and that don't want to talk about it because they're afraid, obviously, that they're going to get hurt worse for talking about it, and people might not believe them.
I think an important thing is to check up on people that you love, because you never know how they're feeling, and if they're getting hurt, you really want to help them because it could cost their life.
Yep. Well, thank you for listening today on the But We Don't podcast. Go check out our socials. Our Instagram is we are PCYB, and so is our TikTok, and our Facebook is Pickens County Youth Board. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and happy Halloween. See you next time.